Okay, hello, good evening. Um, I'm late. I'm 3 minutes late, and I'm sorry about that. How are you doing? How was your day? How was your day? Hope you had a nice time. Hope you have Jesus. Hey, what happened? Hope you had a great day. And okay, we're already late for our class. And okay, quickly, let's pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for tonight. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for helping us. We ask as about to learn that you cause this lesson to shine as light in our hearts. Cause us to understand. Cause as many that are conceiving book ideas. Cause inspiration. Cause enlightenment. Cause understanding. Let your light shine in Jesus' name. Amen. Do you play basketball? Enopa. I don't play basketball. I'm a writer. The celebrity author. Yes, basketball. Yes, basketball. Okay, this is book ideas masterclass. This video is not about writing a book. Writing a book is secondary. Today's class is centered on getting book ideas. Okay, I'm not reading a book. This is the manual I used to prepare. Like, this is my lesson outline. I'm not reading a book. My name is Obia Miracle. I'm based in Nigeria. I'm a writer and an author of 5 books. Yeah, so the purpose of this life is to learn how to pick book ideas, how to test book ideas, how to pick quality ideas. My phone stopped charging. Excuse me. Okay, it's back charging. Yeah, so while we wait for that to join us, let's just start. So those that will be watching the replay will not have to struggle so much to get to where I started making points. So yeah. So I began my writing journey in 2020, and in 2021 I launched my first book. Hi, good evening. In 2021 I launched my first book, and since then it's been an experience. I've made lots of mistakes. I've had the good, the bad, and the ugly side of the experience in this book writing. So one of the basic ideas many writers face is the book idea phase. If your book idea could be good, your idea could be good, but it might not be a book idea for the moment. It might not be sellable. It might not be. It's not every idea that is a book idea. Some ideas are just meant to be content ideas. Some ideas are meant to be video ideas. Some ideas are meant to be just leave it like that. But some ideas are meant to be book ideas. So by the end of this video, we'll be able to decipher ideas that can become book ideas. And please, in the description to this video, I attached the link to the worksheet that will help you implement today's class. So please get it. So please get it. And yes, so let's quickly go on. Like I said earlier, having an idea doesn't mean is a book idea. Not every idea is a book idea. Some ideas are meant to be for courses. Some ideas are meant to be for trainings. Some ideas are meant to be for webinars. Some ideas are meant to be for public speaking topics. Some ideas are meant to be for poetry, spoken word poetry. Some ideas are meant to be reserved as fiction stories. Don't try to make it non-fiction. And some ideas are meant to be book ideas. So you need to trust God for sensitivity. You need to trust God for inspiration to know which is which per time, and how to apply and maximize each of them per time. Are we together? Okay. So by the end of this class, we have been able to gain clarity on what qualifies an idea to becoming a book idea, you'll be learning tools to use to test your ideas to ensure that this idea will really make wave in the market, in the book market. And then you're able to have confidence to launch in, this is 2026, and a lot of us are going to be writing books, whether you like it or not. As long as you keep following my weekly life series, you will just find yourself right. Like around, you can't help it. Spontaneously, you find yourself writing books. And to your writing success, I'm hosting this training today, and I believe that you get all the help you need. I believe that you should ask all of your questions. I believe that you should. Is it this night? I came ready. So I believe you also came ready. Ask all of your questions. 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 Emphasis on asking all of your questions. Even if you're watching this as a replay, the comments are still open. I check the comments daily. Ask your questions and I'll be glad to help you through your book writing journey. Like I stated earlier, the essence of this video is not to teach you how to the essence of this video is not to teach you how to it's not to teach you how to write a book, but we are starting from the basics, because you can learn how to write a book, you can know how to write a book, but if you miss the basic stage of getting an idea, testing your idea, knowing your idea, testing the market and all, you miss out. You will miss out. So stay with me. Now let's start. Let's now introduce the lesson. Let's introduce the lesson. What is an idea? So now, define an idea. An idea could be a random thought. You could just be sitting down and then. A practical example. While I was preparing this lesson yesterday night, I don't prepare the idea. I could just maybe put my notes, just try to. I just like to go live with something. But on the second one, I said let me prepare for this class, and in between the preparation, an idea struck. When a book idea comes, you know. If you're a writer, if you've written books before, you know that when a book idea comes, you know, it will just click. It will just click, because the idea is coming complete. The idea is coming with everything you need. It's coming with the message, the audience, the everything is coming together. So yesterday night when the idea came, I said, it's an idea. But I was I was reluctant about pushing it. I was like, should I not do this? Is it necessary? If people read it, are people interested? Because I was not mentally prepared to release any course. I was not mentally prepared to launch any course. I was not mentally prepared to sell any book or do any sales and marketing, because sales and marketing is difficult. We'll get to that point as well. Sales and marketing is among the most difficult aspect of writing. You see, post-production. Because when you write and nobody's reading your book, the pain hits harder. It's better you conceive the idea and not write the book than to write the book eventually and not get to sell it. The heartbreak, it hits harder. And so the idea came. I did not announce it, I did not tell anybody, I did not discuss with anybody, I did not even maybe linger within my spirit. I did it. It was a worksheet for this training. I processed, I wrote, I analyzed, I edited, I reviewed. By 1 a.m. By 1 a.m. it was live on Seller. Speed. You should learn speed if you want to really. It's a good idea this 2026, because when you linger, when you sleep on it, the drive, the passion goes down with it. But when you act on it immediately, ASAP. And guess what? People already getting their copies of the worksheet. Now imagine I withheld. Imagine I held back, I did not do this worksheet. Imagine I did not obey the intuition, the bidding when it came, because randomly I didn't plan to write a book. I didn't even plan to release or write any book this first quarter of the year, but somehow God made it happen. But that is on that. And oh, where were we? I said I random. I said okay. Hi Faith. Hi, good evening. Hi, good evening. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate you. Okay, I said a random could be oh, forgive me. An idea could be a random thought or inspiration or a message. It could be anything. It could be anything. It could just come randomly and it clicks. It's an idea. This is an idea. So you need to be discerning to know which is a perfect book idea per time. An idea may come now and maybe you write it as a book. It may not sell now, but maybe in the next 5, 10 years or 3 years, something will just happen that the book will begin to sell. So it doesn't mean you should discard the idea, but if you really want to make quick money in this book industry, if you really want to maximize your energy, because this book industry is investment. You're investing time, you're investing your emotion, you're investing your energy, investing your brain, investing your blood, investing your finances. If you don't invest money, I invest money. So with all of the investments you're making, if you want to make quick returns, because definitely writing a book is transgenerational. In the next 3 years, 5 years, you keep making returns from the book, no doubt. But if you want to get quick returns from your book proceed, you want to recover your investments on time, you have to be careful when you're choosing the book idea, because it's the baby stage that matters the most. If you get it right in the basic stage, if you get it right in the ideation stage, if you get it right in the conception stage, forget it. You've made it in life. You've made it in life. So a book idea must be expandable. It must be focused and it must be purposeful. A book idea is not one random thing you just pick up. Maybe you're walking on the road and an idea drops. And yeah, book ideas could come in between, but it's not every idea that's a book idea that is needed for a season. That's why you have to be in the spirit this season. Imagine I was not in spirit yesterday. Imagine I was not in spirit. I would have slept on opportunities. So like I was saying, you need to be very conscious, you need to be very active when picking book ideas, because it's not every idea that comes that is a, an idea for the season. It's not some ideas could come and they can be expandable for a whole course, a course of 20 modules, 50 modules and all. It could be for a training like this training. It could be anything. So you need to be very focused. And then let's talk about common mistakes writers make when they get book ideas. Assuming okay, you've gotten an idea now. Common mistakes writers make when settling for book ideas, when choosing book ideas. The first one is choosing trends. Going for trends instead of now. There was one trend. Hey, what was that trend again? I can't remember that trend, but I know that I knew like 3 to 5 people who wrote books with it, and true, that book sold for that period of time. There are tendencies for the book to still sell later on, but the book, the buzz around the trend made the book go viral and all. But after that period, if a trend dies, if a trend goes down and then your book sales go down, it should be questioned. You should ask you what you actually did, because why it should not happen. It should not happen. So you should. I'm not against riding on trends, but should you should do it with wisdom. You should do it with a consciousness that beyond this season, beyond this trend, beyond this thing that's happening, what long life impact do I want my book to have in the life of people? What lifelong impact do I want my book to have? If someone comes across this book in the next 5, 7, 10, 20 years, what impact do I want this book to make in their life? If that alone can guide you when you're picking your ideas, you know that trends does not matter. Trends will not move you, because definitely trends will come and go. This year alone, this is 5th of January, right? Or 6th of January, and we've had a couple of trends now. We've gotten a new song. Donald Trump has kidnapped the president of one country like that. He has started. He has started the silence mission. So trends will always come and go. So when picking your book ideas, don't just pick randomly because of trends. Choose to stay original. Even if you get ideas from trending matters and trending things in the environment, choose to stay original. Choose to stay you. Stay you. Do you. Don't be a copycat. Eh? Don't be a copycat. And then another mistake we make is jumping into writing. Like, you get an idea and bam, you've turned on your laptop, you turn on your tablet, you've taken your book to start writing without sitting down to analyze and process this idea. That's why many people don't finish their books. So because you know little or nothing about what you're writing. You have no audience you're writing to. You're just doing things the random way. And if you're making that mistake in the past, stop making it. I wrote a book. What's the name of that book again? Okay, I'll withhold the title, but the book is about getting ideas and what to do when the ideas come, how to what to do before going to the screen, how to fix the blank screen, the blank screen, what now? What they call it now? The black screen symptom and all. But the book is still in process. We are still cooking it. It'll be before the first half of the year. I'll release the book. I'll let you know when the book is out. So anticipate. Clock that a new book is coming. Clock that a new book is coming. Clock that. I believe you have done that. So another mistake we make is not defining our audience before going into writing the book. You just want to write a book randomly for anybody, so you can refer it to anybody. Before I used to fight this, I didn't believe it. I thought I could actually write to everybody. When I hear people say a book is not for everybody, you cannot write to everybody, have an audience, have a niche, have this, have that, I thought they were doing busybody. I thought they were trying to show themselves. I thought that they will not mind their business. But after one or two experiences, I agree with them. I have an audience. Yoruba TV. Hi, good evening. I think I know this face. I can't see your face. Hi, good evening. Thanks so much for joining this live section. I really appreciate you. So I used to be a believer of writing to everybody, that everybody can read my book, young and old, parents, teachers, kineko, but not so. Not so. Before jumping into any idea, make sure you have a defined audience. Make sure you have an audience you're writing to. Don't just randomly write anything. You see, when you're writing to a specified audience, it will really guide your writing style, to guide your writing tone, to guide your communication pattern, to guide the voice, your style and everything. Don't make the mistakes I made. Don't make the mistakes I made. I learned hard by experience, and now I know that I should have an audience, and I do have an audience, and that audience is you. Then another mistake we make when we get ideas is trying to say everything in one book. I learned it from the confidence doctor. She okay, I think I had to say it, confidence doctor, and Sam, coach Sam. You don't write to everybody. You don't write everything in one book. You don't say everything in one book. At times you overload your readers with so many information that it becomes too big to comprehend per time. If you learn to stick to one idea per book, one sub idea per chapter, you write more books, and to be more, you make more impact, to be more, it result to be more effective. Now I have I have a worksheet on getting book ideas. I have a book on processing ideas, like on processing idea, what to do with them before writing. I have a book on writing. I have a book on sales and marketing. I should write one on publishing. Okay, I have one on publishing as well. So you see, you should not just, there are people that are reading all of those things in one book. Their tendency is to write everything I have in 4 books as one book. Not bad. But then believe me that it will not be so detailed. Some lines will be, some relevant message will be cut off because you are trying to say everything in one book. But imagine you cut them into smaller chops of book. You can now make it a book bundle. Because somebody could have an idea problem, but they don't have a writing problem. Some people don't have writing, they have books they read, but what they have is sales problem. Some people, what they have ideas, they have, so their problem is not even the ideas. Problem is processing the ideas. So you should just learn to segregate your ideas, to separate your ideas carefully, arrange them into small tiny books. There is this lady, the confidence doctor. She has over, I know it's over 12, like 12, 15, 20 books, and her niche is confidence. So all of the books she has written talks about confidence, self-esteem, and she has been able to communicate different salient points in one niche in different books. Somebody will say, why can't she write it in one book? She didn't do it in one book, and each of the book is communicated to a specific set of audience with a specific message. Please, am I talking too fast? Are we following? If you're following, please type, let me know that we're in the same place. Just let me know. One people ask for me is that, as we listen, just type. Let's work together, let's flow together. I'm not a talking drum. Let's make this class interactive. And then this one is very conversant. Is another mistake writers make is, thank you very much, another mistake writers make is abandoning no look the old ideas because they got a new one. And animal adage say aluta agbo achupa agadi. You're writing a book, and in between the book you get a book idea. You now abandon the book you're already working on and start working on the fresh idea. Then that fresh idea, when you start working on it, in between you get a fresher idea. You abandon your fresh idea and start working on the fresher idea. For how long will you continue like this? Let me tell you what to do. When you're writing a book and in between the book you get a fresh idea, what you should do is not to stop what you're doing and start working on the fresh one. What you have to do is get a separate book, write down the idea, write down the fresh idea, write it in a way that even if someone comes across, you better know that this is a book idea and this is what this book was meant to talk about. Even if nobody else could know, so some people are not sensitive to big things, bookish things. So write it down somewhere and then leave it and continue working on the book you were working on. Some of us have up to 5 uncompleted manuscripts. It's just like when a rat comes to eat your food. Maybe when a rat sees a tuber of yam or a bunch of bread, the rat does not just focus on eating one for one portion. If there are several loaves of bread, the rat will make sure to have a bite from each of them, and he will not make any um significant impact on the any of the loaf, but he just wants to make sure he condemns the entire thing. That's what we are doing. You get an idea. You have 10 uncompleted manuscripts. That's because you keep jumping. You keep jumping like you keep jumping like a praying mantis. You jump on this one, you leave it. You jump on this one, you leave it. You jump on this one. Abba. That's not the way it's done. So learn to stay on one. To learn to stay on one idea. Sit on it. Insist. Hey, sit on it. Insist. See it work. See it work. Don't be like the rat. Don't be like the rat. Don't be abandoning your ideas. Stay on one way. Instead, compress time. Instead of writing that book in maybe 30 days, do it in 2 weeks. Stay on it. See it work. Finish it, then start working on the new one. I believe that can still help someone. Stop abandoning your ideas. Stop abandoning them. Stop abandoning them. Because one funny thing about abandoning them is that when you abandon them, you lose interest in them, you lose passion in them. When you feel like when you go back to them, you're not feeling the same energy again. You're not feeling the same. Your strength is nowhere to be found. Your passion, your zeal, you lose interest in the book automatically because of the fresh idea you're still working on. And if you have 10 manuscripts uncompleted, and you've lost interest in all of them. If you're in this class, please go back to your first love. Don't tell me you've lost passion. Go and find the passion where you kept them. Find the passion where you kept it and go back to your first love. Finish that book and publish it. Are we still together? Okay, now we are going to be learning 5 tests for your book ideas. 5 tests for your book ideas. How to test ideas to know which are concrete ideas, to know which are sellable ideas, to know which are good. There are 5 tests I want to teach us. It could be more, maybe yours could be 10, yours could be 20, but I'm giving you just 5. And if you can work with these 5, trust me, you're writing a good book. If you can analyze your idea and get answers, trust me, you're made. People will tell you that you're made for life. So the first test for your idea is the clarity test. How clear is this idea? How clear is it? How that's the question. How clear is it? Is it so clear that you can explain it in simple English? Is it so clear that you can explain it in layman? Can you explain your idea to a toddler? Can you make them understand what you wrote in your book in clear words without being without using ambiguous words or terms? Can you just explain what you've written? If it's not so clear, then you have work to do. Go back to your vision board. And it's not so clear because you're yet to understand what you actually do. When ideas don't come complete. Sometimes they come scattered, sometimes they come rough. It is your job description as the receiver of the idea to sit on it, to brood on it, to revise it, to expand it, to overhaul it, to remove the skin and make it a simple, perfect book idea. So under the clarity test, when you've gone and analyzed your idea again, can you be able to write it in one sentence? When someone asks you, what's your book about? Can you in one sentence tell them your book, or you just start scratching your head? Is a book idea. If you cannot explain your book idea in one sentence, forgive me, but you're yet to start. You still have you have a long way to go. You have a very long way to go. So you should be able to explain your idea in one sentence. In one sentence to a toddler, to a layman, without using ambiguous, without using big words. Be able to, and if you don't understand your idea as a person, the receiver of the idea, the custodian of the idea, you cannot explain it. So the idea has to be clear to you first. So if you're writing, write the clarity test. That's the first test you should run on you. And you know, during in chemistry, in secondary school, we had chemistry practical. You have the litmus test. You have the, I've forgotten the remaining test. You have different tests to test on chemical reaction to ensure the product and all. I can't remember my chemistry classes. So then the second test we need is the audience test. Test the audience. Who is this book for? What problem does it solve for the person? Are you writing to Nkechi? What problem does Nkechi have? And how can your book solve the problem? If you understand this, you have a perfect idea. If you understand who you're writing to and what problem you intend to solve for them from your you're made. You're made. So don't just randomly just start writing. The first thing to do is not to write. The first thing to do should be to run these 5 tests on your book. The audience test. How is this book going to solve the problem? If I recommend this book to someone, what problem do I intend to solve from the book? What should the person, what testimonies, what feedback am I expecting? What should happen in the life of the person? What transformation should I expect to this person by the time they are done reading this book? That's the second test you should run. If you're writing, write the audience test. Write the audience test. And 3, the third thing we're talking about is the depth test. How deep is this? Some of us have very shallow ideas. It's not like the idea on its own is shallow, but you have shallow knowledge on the idea you want to communicate. You know little or nothing about it. Someone reached out to me sometime that she wanted to write a book on, I think, on purpose or on something. I asked the person, how many books on purpose have you read? The person said none. And I'm like, what then do you want to write? Because you should have been able to make research on those fields. Though it's not a landmark, it's not a blueprint. You must not maybe read 100 books on a contest before writing on the idea, but it's necessary to have a solid knowledge, a concrete, a vital knowledge on what you intend to communicate before you eventually start writing the depth test. Can this idea give you the 7 chapters of a book? If it cannot, Google do worksheets for us, do templates for us, do something, write posts for us. Don't release a shallow book. Now, the quality of your book is not determined on the page number though. It's not determined on the volume or on all that, but your book should have depth. A book of 10 pages can have solid and concrete message compared to a book of 50 pages. It is depth. And then the final test. The network is bad. Maybe you will leave and come back. You just go out and come back. Let's see if it will fix from your end. Then the next test you should run is the uniqueness test. How unique is your idea? Normally every idea you intend to communicate, and there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever it is you feel you want to write has been written, has been said by someone somewhere, even if you refuse to believe me. So before working on that idea, test the uniqueness of your idea. What makes your book to go? Why people buy your book? What makes your own book special? What makes your own idea special? Is it your experience? Is it your story? Is it your perspective? Is it your framework? Is it your ideas? What is it? What should make us choose you? What should make us buy your book? What should make us want to read from you? What makes your book stand out from the millions of book in that niche? And then finally, we're talking about the commitment. This one now, this commitment test is the reason why you have 10 abandoned manuscripts. Because tell me why one person have 10 uncompleted book ideas. What are you pursuing that you cannot find? That you're right, you write you are chopping the ideas like your a rat is infesting on something. Before you start writing, ask yourself, are you willing to stay and work? Are you willing to commit yourself? Are you willing to dedicate your time? Are you willing to dedicate 1 hour daily, 5 hours daily, 30 minutes daily, whatever? You know your schedule. Can you write 500 words daily, 300 words daily, 1000, 2000 words daily? Ah, network. See if you will leave and come back. I don't know why the network is fluctuating. See if you will leave and come back. Thank you. So if you cannot commit to that idea, don't start. Don't ask the number of uncompleted manuscripts you already have. If you can't commit to that idea, don't start. Don't start if you can't commit to your ideas. And then, okay, this one nice bonus. It's not part of what we're learning now, but because I love you. What off lights? Jesus. Wait though. Hey, come, come. Hey, I've been talking to myself. I'm sorry. So let me help you with some of the book ideas you can work with. You can write a book based on your personal experience, or books on based on personal experience, the things you've experienced, the mistakes you've made, your successes, challenges you've overcome, and all. Could write a book based on that. Could write a book based on a problem you've noticed, a problem around your niche, in your environment, in your workplace. Problem could be workplace based problem, family problem, friendship problem, relationship issue. When you're addressing the problem, your book should give the solution. The book should give the solution. And then you can write how to books or instructional books. Like I wrote the worksheet. It's just a worksheet. A workbook is not a book, is a workbook with a 30 days action plan. You can still get a copy. The link to the workbook is on the bio, is on the description, sorry. And then you have a story based idea, an idea based on a story, maybe I don't know, I've adjusted the volume. Based on, could be fiction, non-fiction, thought leadership, faith, mindset, purpose, finance. Could write a book on anything as long as you have basic knowledge about it. You could write that book. And then, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Then we have a book writing framework. Let me share one with you. When you get your topic, before you start writing, when you get your topic you want to write on, then the angle is your idea. The more like the angle your idea will come from. Do you want to talk about um from the teenager's point of view? You want to address this topic from a pastor's point of view? You want to address this topic as a secondary school teacher? So you should know the angle you want to come in from. You cannot come in as everything or as anything. You have to come in as someone with knowledge about the area you're coming in from. And then know your reader. Know your audience. Are you writing to everybody? Sorry, you cannot write to everybody. Are you writing to who? Knowing your audience will really help you stand out, to really help your book stand out, to help your book make more sense. And then the promise. Maybe, okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, it's a bother. So let me give you a simple framework now. Like it's an instance using this framework. For instance, I wrote a worksheet. That's the topic is book idea masterclass worksheet. Then the angle I came in from, what I was trying to communicate expertise from the point of view of a writer, from a coach point of view, a writer's point of view. I'm telling you what I know. I'm sharing my ideas with you. And then my readers are intending writers, authors, newbie authors, people who have challenges on their book writing journey. And then the promise is a worksheet to help you write your book. That's just a promise. If you go through that worksheet, you will not run out of, you will not get stuck in your writing again. You will start and you finish. And it comes with a 30 days action plan that guides you with daily tasks for 30 days. For each day you have what you're supposed to do. Each day have a task. And if maybe that task there no do you, no reach you, no touch your body, and you want someone to hold your hand, to hold you accountable, to ensure that you do it, you release that book this January or release that book before March, you launch that book, send me a DM. When you get the book, my contact details are there, my as you can access me from there. Send me a message. Let's tackle that whatever it is that is hindering your writing progress. And then review your idea. Maybe you share it to somebody. Know who is willing or interested in your idea and all. And with that, we call it a day. What a long day. I'm stressed. I'm sweating. Okay, do we have questions? We've spent 48 minutes. Do we have questions? Any question? Any question? So a quick announcement before we call it a day. On the 31st of January and on the 1st of February, we'll be having a podcast session, an author's podcast, where I'll be having two amazing personalities. We'll be having Ohiwere Marvelous and Kola Wole Say for me. These are amazing authors doing so well in their niches and industries. Kola Wole is an author of like 3 to 5 books, and Marvelous has written 37 books. 37 books is not more, it's not right and still. So we'll be having them on board to share their writing experiences with us, their writing journey with us, their progress, their mistakes, their challenges, their fears, everything they've suffered in this life, they'll be sharing with us. So prepare your questions. Don't miss that session. Don't miss it for anything. Don't miss it for anything. Don't miss it for anything. Replay is not as sweet as joining life. Replay is not as sweet as joining life. Don't miss that podcast session for any reason. It's not just going to be me talking or sharing stories with you. We are going to be bringing people to share their own experiences and stories likewise, so you can't afford to miss. And with that, we'll call it a day. See you same time, same venue next week. By tomorrow night, we unveil next week's topic and we have a good time as well. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Obia Miracle, the celebrity author. You can connect with me on social media at Obia Miracle, the celebrity author. You can connect, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are following to this point, subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep in touch. Bye bye.